Okay, Roger once again, and today we all want to get the country and the world back to working, and we can do it in a matter of days. And all we have to do is start taking some probiotics. I'm telling you right now, your gut is the key to your health. And now they have finally realized it. This is just May 1st. Can gut microbiomes predict COVID-19 severity? Not only that, it can keep you healthy on every level for every single disease there is, 100%. That's my statement. Now it says how the gut affects COVID-19. Chinese study, the researchers examined the blood of COVID-19 patients, able to isolate 20 proteins. Now proteins are enzymes, really. Now, they were associated with disease severity. And those proteins, sometimes they're being sent out to try to fix something, and sometimes they're sent out and they're damaging something. You know, they're saying proteins. Well, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. The proteins include immune factors that are elevated during specific inflammation. So they may be good, and they still may be bad. Because one of them is one or the other. They're the ones that are doing inflaming, or the ones that are sent out to try to stop the inflaming. They use these to create what they call a protein risk score. They could predict the severity of the disease just by what different proteins were there. Okay, so then they use machine learning algorithms. They're able to correlate the risk to the gut microbe as analyzed by fecal samples, because this stuff is going to be in your feces, because this is where all that stuff is digested, thus linking the gut microbiome to COVID-19 severity. With COVID-19 patients, a 10% increase in the PRS was associated with 57% risk, higher risk. So if they're missing 10% of their gut bacteria, or they have 10% more of differences, they're going to have a 57% higher risk, progressing to clinically severe phase of infection where you die. Because then only a couple in the group lived, very few. Then they go into the tumor necrosis factors and all this business. But they're biomarkers that show that you don't have the right bacteria. So the next step in their analysis, again using machine learning, identifying the specific bacteria, which are the ones that are creating these different enzymes. For example, this Robinicus gravitas was positively correlated with inflammation. Okay, so when you see that, you've always got inflammation. But is it the inflamer, or is it being sent out to stop inflaming? While Clostridia was negatively correlated. Again, they found a strong association between these bacteria and the severity, but only in older age groups. Well, in older age groups, you're already older. And you already got one foot on the banana peel, so to speak. So, you know, the rest, you got to take care of yourself. That's it. Okay, my friends, it's Roger once again, and shocking new information about COVID this morning. Now, 3 weeks ago, I did this COVID-19 discussion for doctors. I wanted doctors to see the overall research, because I'm seeing bits and bits and bits and bits and bits, and nobody's putting it all together as a package, which it's all, in my world, related to bacteria, and it's simple as that. And then I talked about corona, dry cough, and I went on a bunch of videos about this stuff. And here's corona again, how it works and what may save you. Now, today, a friend sent me this about COVID and gut bacteria. And can COVID microbes predict COVID-19 severity? Can gut microbes? Yes, and they absolutely can. They can predict the severity of any disease you have. Any chronic illness is related to these gut bacteria. 100% is from your gut. Your gut, as Hippocrates said, is the beginning of all health. And once your gut is out of sync, where the good bacteria and the bad bacteria, which are always there together, they're always together. You cannot get rid of the bad bacteria. You have to keep them at bay. That's the issue. By intervening with antibiotics is the worst thing. And because then if you don't rebuild your gut bacteria, you're really in trouble. And then any intervention into the way your body is supposed to regulate these different invasive molecules, once you start putting your other invasive molecules in there to invade those invaders, your system gets all screwed up. Then you got real problems. So get healthy by using probiotics. All right? I'm just going to tell you, I don't want to get nasty and get ugly, but it's just the simplest thing you could ever think of, and they just somehow missed it, like pretty much everything else.